he would step across the line. Habitually. He's a habitual line stepper.
Let it rain and clear it out.
What
The
up?
Baptist is gone, Terry. Thank y'all for kicking it with the HOS pod. I'm Garrett Langley Henson.
And I'm Terry Ricardo DeShazer II, and Rudy Gay is now an Atlanta Hawk. How's it feel? You got one of the, top 700 players in all-time NBA?
Terry, I've been asking for a vet for a year and a half. Okay?
You got it.
I said that we needed somebody who could sit Trae Young down and he would take his advice. It doesn't matter that we're going to buy him out and he's never going to wear an Atlanta Hawks jersey.
Yeah. Weird.
Let's start at the beginning, man. John Collins, he was one of our losers of the NBA draft just 4 days ago because he did not get traded after a fourth year in a row of the Hawks shopping him. Finally, they got the deal done. A blockbuster deal, Terry, that I'm sure they couldn't have done any time in the last 10 years. Rudy Gay and a second-round pick.
Oh, man. So, you're a Hawks fan. I kind of want to hear where you're at with this one. I just want to say these GMs are doing it once again. They change up the rules and they're panicking. They're panicking, bro. Chill. Chill out, bro. Read the rules. See what you can do. Learn. Don't just panic and be like, oh, we can't be over the cap. We're cheap. We can't be over the fucking cap. Get rid of our fucking really good players for nothing. That's exactly what I see. What do you see?
I agree. This is like a nice car that they just gave away, and they're like, can somebody take over the payments on this? I know it's a fucking bet, but I just have too many other cars in my garage that I'm paying for.
Nah, bro. It's not even an ownership, though. You don't got the pink slip on it. It's a lease. It's a straight-up lease, and you're not going to get any money back when you returned it, and you didn't get any money back when you returned it. You got zero.
Can you take over this lease that we've already paid fucking 3 years off of?
Oh, my God, bro.
Dude, it's just no value whatsoever. No value. We turned down first-round picks and promising players over the last couple of years because it's like we're looking for even more value. It's like, oh, he's a 3-level scorer.
Yeah.
50, 40, 80 guy, and he plays power forward. He's the second coming of Amari Stoudemire 2.0.
Yeah, okay.
My man's in that conference finals run where we were 2 games away from being in the NBA finals. He gave us 14 and 8 per game. And the Hawks looked at that and were like, we need to lock this guy up on a $125 million deal. So that's where it all went wrong in the beginning, giving him this money. But for the Atlanta Hawks, this is simple. It's a salary dump. They're trying to get $75 million off the books because Onyeka Okongwu is up for an extension this season.
Yeah.
Deke Bay, who we just traded 5 second-round picks for, 5 times the value of John Collins, apparently.
Yeah, I guess so.
is up for an extension. And DeJounte Murray is at the end of his contract as well and is extension eligible but won't sign one because his current contract is like $12 million and the most he'd be able to get is 18, which is not fucking happening for DeJounte Murray. So they needed this money if they wanted to keep guys around, especially after extending Clint Capella for $85 million, extending Bogdanovich twice for over $130 million, extending DeAndre Hunter for $100 million, and extending John Collins for $125 million.
How did DeAndre Hunter get extended for $100 million?
He had 17 games in a row one season where he played well 3 years ago.
Oh, my
And then he
God.
slapped Julius Randle in the playoffs.
See, that's that shit I be talking about, right? So, before I get into the Hawks conversation with you, John Collins.
$5 million for DeAndre Hunter. Right underneath the threshold. What a deal.
So, I just like that, people always say that sports is the best meritocracy we've ever seen. It's the most fair system. If you're good, you're always going to play. It doesn't matter, where you go and all that blah, 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 bullshit. GMs are never going to let tweeners or two-way deal guys play because they drafted a certain dude and they extend him when he played 100 games out of a possible 200 something games, and they extend DeAndre Hunter for $100 million fucking dollars. That's absolutely insane. Atlanta, I don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. I'm just very confused. Like,
I don't know,
what?
Harry, because like there's like another shoe to drop in this trade, because there's some very little known fine print in this deal that was not reported in the national media.
Okay.
What was reported in the national media was that ownership and Tony Ressler have given the GM a mandate to get under the second apron in the luxury tax threshold. That was what was reported, and that's why they were doing this move. What wasn't reported as heavily, Terry, is that this move isn't going to be finalized for 10 days until the new league year starts.
Yeah.
When the new league year starts, we will be able to absorb Rudy Gay's contract into our trade exception that we got from trading Justin Holiday completely.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no salary that we're basically sending $25 million extra out. What that does, Terry, is it creates a $25 million trade exception for us to acquire another player up to $25 million for free, basically, over the next year. And we can go over the salary cap when we use that. So, if this is the first move of many, there have been talks that the Hawks have been interested in Pascal Siakam. There have been talks that the Hawks are interested in other, Jeremy Grant type of guys, like talented fours who can handle the ball and finish at the rim. If this is to create space for them and absorb $25 million of their deal, and then be able to extend Okongwu and DeJounte Murray and Sadiq Bey, I think it's a great move. But if they do what the national media is reporting, and they don't use this $25 million trade exception, and they let it expire so that they can sit under the luxury tax, this trade grade is an F minus.
You know what they're going to do.
We've said this a billion times, dude. If you are not willing to pay the luxury tax when you have a perennial playoff team with an all-NBA player on it,
sell the team.
Don't buy a fucking team. Yeah.
Sell the team.
That's simple.
Yeah.
So, Tony Ressler, he's talked, and he said, I'm willing to pay the tax. I'm willing to pay a tax.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to see. And we'll find out this season.
I just don't I never get why a billionaire isn't willing to go over the luxury tax. It's like, bro,
you just took out a $300 million loan to keep paying the Rockets. They're like,
I heard,
tax by so much, it's not even funny. They're not even at the salary floor.
He probably doesn't deserve a team. It's like, bro, your team's going to make a profit whether you suck or you don't. Somehow teams always run a profit. There's just a lot of shit that's being sold. Salary, I guess, isn't that much. I don't know exactly why, but every team runs a profit. If you're not willing to win and pay money to do it, get it moving. Saudi's got some guys.
Motherfucker bought the team like $250 million, sold it for $3.5 billion.
Yeah.
Made one good move in 20 years. Even if you are horrible and make the worst decision for 2 decades in a row, you'll still make $2 billion on the deal.
I just don't understand. They have no passion. They just bought an asset, and they're just I'm just trying to make money, guys. I'm not actually trying to run this team. I just want money. I don't care about these guys' lives. I don't care about your lives.
Fucking Saudi soccer guys, then sell it to whoever.
Nah. We can get to that conversation another day. They're ruining soccer as we speak. But
I'd like to see you guys trying to ruin basketball. I'm sick of seeing fucking $25 million under the tax floor, taking out a $300 million loan to pay their bills.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. But but this John Collin sale, I think they're gonna do the second option of what you said. They're not gonna fucking try to do the trade exception and get the $25 million. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna save as much money as possible because they're cheap and they've made horrible moves throughout. I'd say the past 5 years, they've made some pretty bad decisions that have kind of hampered them financially. So second option is going to be what they're going to do. And I'd like to say this. This is like buying Bitcoin right now. Like, remember when Bitcoin was at the highest peak? All of the fucking cryptocurrency was just high, and you could buy it and make money. Now it's fucking way down low, and you can't make any money off of it. This is what you guys exactly did. John Collins was a 2010 guy. His first year, second year, and third year, he was like close to 2010. And now you trade him when he's getting 13 and 8. Like, how could you not trade this dude? He was a good player. Were y'all too greedy?
Dude, we were about
Were you too greedy?
place to send him to Phoenix before they got Kevin Durant. We both agreed to the deal. And then the owner was like, wait a minute, why are we giving up 1 pick for John Collins? Let's give up 4 for Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
But so many deals like that fell through. We had a deal with Dallas to trade him for the number 10 pick this year and take back Davis Bertans. That fell through. We had a deal to send him to fucking Indiana before they got that kid in the draft. That shit fell through. We've had deals for John. We've had 15 deals for John Collins over the last 4 years that fell through.
Bad management, bro.
I'm wondering, like, let's rewind the tape. What was the inception of the downfall and decline of play of John Collins? Because a lot of people point to a bunch of different moments. Was it when we put him on a trade block 3 seasons in a row and destroyed his confidence? And his foot would trade to the point where he
when was the first time you put him on the when was the first time you put him on the block? Was it 2020?
It was when we here's the second option. After we acquired Clinton Capella and he had to play next to another rim running big. Was that the start of the decline?
Well, what was the lineup before Capella was there? Was John Collins the center?
He played a lot of center. Yep, he split his minutes half and half there. And we had guys like fucking Alex Len, Damian Jones playing center. You know, just like league minimum shitty guys away. And we just ran pick and roll with John Collins all day long.
I just, honestly, bro, for me, because I'm not a Hawks fan, and I didn't watch a lot of Hawks games. You know, how long has he played for the Hawks? 6 years? He's played for the Hawks for 6 years.
Is it already 6 years?
Yeah, he's played for them for 6 years. 6 seasons. And he's
only 25 years old.
Yeah. He got there when he was 20.
Jesus Christ.
I swear to God, I thought he went to Georgia Tech for 4 years, too. I didn't even know he was 20 years old when he got drafted. I thought he was old. I thought he was like 22.
Especially
he was
a Wake Forest.
Yeah. And he was a post player. And he never played in the post, ever. Nope. So I'm just like, all right, cool. Yo, I swear to God, the first time I saw John Collins dunk on somebody in Summer League, I was like, wait a minute, is this the dude for Wake Forest that used to do slow post-ups like Sheldon Williams? What the hell? And then he kept doing it, and I was like, this dude is... It's like Blake Griffin. It's like, yo, at Oklahoma, he was nice, but he was never like posterizing people like 5 times a game. And all of a sudden, I'm just like, this dude has a 48-inch vert? All right, cool. We're back. But anyways, I think you guys gave up on him after that playoff run. You guys went to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think that season he was getting 20 and 10 legitimately, like actually like 20.9 points and like 10.1 rebounds or something like that.
It was like 9.9, if I believe. Not quite at 10.
10.1.
Okay.
I see it. Yeah, 10.1. So I remember he was really good, and the momentum was going for him. But then in the playoffs, he didn't do a whole lot.
I don't know. I disagree. It was like the thing.
13 and 8?
Averages weren't that good, but it was like you got bamboozled because all of those points and rebounds came in crucial-ass moments.
Gotcha.
Him fucking putting Joel Embiid on a T-shirt.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So it's more of like he was
after the series. Doc Rivers was like he lost because the toughest player on the floor was John Collins.
Yeah, I got you.
Fucking second chance rebounds and all this other shit. In the Knicks series, he fucking dominated. You know what I mean?
I remember that one. Yeah. So revisionist history and actual eye tests. I remember him playing well, but it's more like Trae Young got all the spotlight for that run, and I think they just were like, all right, his numbers went down immensely, so we're just going to try to get rid of him. I think it was then. I mean, you have way more insight. You watch more of the games.
I got 2 other inflection points that could have been the beginning of the end for him. The second, and you've mentioned this before, is the PED suspension.
That was huge. Yeah.
After he got caught taking performance-enhancing stuff, his ability and above-the-rim juice didn't seem to be at the same level. And the second is when he lost his ring finger to a snapping turtle.
Yeah, he can't shoot anymore, so that's a bummer. Because he was shooting 40% for three almost, huh?
2 years where he shot 40% and another where he shot 36. So it was like pretty large sample size that you can fucking shoot.
So look, I got the stat. I wrote it down. The exact day. John Collin's 3-point percentage before injuring his finger on March 7 of last year. 38%. John Collin since then, 28.2%.
You know what he shot the entire season this past year, Terry?
What?
29% from three.
Oof. Yeah, that's brutal, bro. That's absolutely brutal. He can't shoot anymore. I saw him hit some threes versus Boston, but it's just tough. I feel bad for him. He was a good player. I think he got done a little dirty. I'm not going to lie. I thought he was a solid player.
Oh, we absolutely did him dirty. You can't have the same guy on the transfer fucking market for 3 seasons, man.
No. I thought he was good. Honestly, I'm not going to say he
kept his fucking exit interviews after the playoff series, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna be back. It is what it is."
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. Y'all were shitting on him for no reason, bro. To me, no reason at all. I don't get it. Is there a reason why you would be like, "Yeah, I don't like this guy at all. He should get traded"? Like he was tough.
They all call him soft. That's the thing. It's like
he ain't soft.
Player on our team.
Your whole team is soft except for him.
Yeah. But that's what everyone said, Hawks fans, he's too soft. He's too soft. What they meant is he's too skinny. He's 6'8" and he's like 220 pounds. Like, that's what they meant. Like, he's a tough guy, man. But for Utah, I mean, this is a great deal.
Oh, dude, Utah's
anything. You give up Rudy Gay, a guy who didn't play, and a second-round pick, of which the Jazz have $1 billion. He's a perfect fit next to Lowry, a perfect fit next to Walker Kessler. Yeah. What are the 2 things John Collins can't do anymore that are to his detriment? Shoot the three.
Shoot threes.
And protect the rim.
Yeah.
Lowry will shoot the threes. Walker Kessler will protect the rim. And it allows them to bring Taylor Hendricks, their rookie, along slowly. Can still play 20 minutes a game coming off the bench. You're not relying on a rookie to start and ride the ebbs and the peaks and valleys of a rookie year.
Yeah.
And like we said, he's only 25 years old. Like, this is not a dude who's 29 at the end of his prime. He's about to enter his prime.
Yeah, he's super young.
Cooked for 3 years in a league where confidence is everything.
Yeah.
I think for Utah, this is like home run deal. Lots of potential. Could be a long-term starter with your core. And
possibly.
You can move Lowry back to 3, where he flourished at times last year and definitely played well in Cleveland. All types of lineup flexibility. And if the shooter never comes back, Terry, and it was half confidence and half finger, and he can be a 35% three-point shooter, like, that's a hell of a fucking front court that you have in Utah.
Yeah, I will say this. I mean, we thought the Minnesota job was going to be simple. Karl Anthony Towns can shoot threes. Rudy Gobert can't. Rudy's in the post. Towns is in the perimeter. Rudy's protecting the rim.
I didn't. From day one, I said that was the worst trade in NBA history, and they're trying to move their best player out of position.
But then you were like, "Yeah, Minnesota. I got them as a 3 seed in the West." So let's not skip over that. Anyways, you brought that up on yourself.
Just win you 50 regular season games and drop.
No, but anyways, the only thing I was about to say was like, if the shooting doesn't return, it'll be a slight problem, but I think they'll probably figure it out kind of quickly because like Utah is not Atlanta. Like they have better coaching, they have better management, they know what's going on over there. He'll probably just
stretch bigs that you can play him next to, like your bench unit.
Walker Kessler doesn't shoot though. You can't have two guys that can't shoot threes.
No,
two guys that can't shoot a 3 at all, no spacing at all.
Look at Cleveland. Look at the Warriors.
Cleveland? Yeah, but those guys, that's different than John Collins and Lauri Markkanen, than Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. Even if they can't shoot, they can penetrate and get other guys open because they can force the big
guard help out there. But I like their rookies who they picked up.
No, I like those guys. I'm just saying, like, it's a different NBA. It's going to negate Lauri Markkanen's size advantage if John Collins and Walker Kessler are sitting in the dunker spot or, like, kind of just floating around. And they're like, we're just going to double you, Lauri. Swing. No swing. Shoot it, John.
Nah,
Shoot it, Walker.
I disagree. Because
We'll
I think John Collins can punish smaller players on switches in the post and with his offensive rebounding over them. And I think he's a good connective passer. Like, there are a lot of times they run the Trae Young, John Collins pick and roll, slip it. Collins, big comes over, and then he'll throw the big-to-big alley-oop to Clint. Or he'll make the, like, pass to the short corner for a three.
So is it going to be...
Not like he's a bum in terms of his...
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the spacing will be negated, is all I'm saying. For Laurie marking and post-ups, if we're saying he's going to post up a bunch of small guys. But I'll just have to see the offense.
You got a lot of lineups where you can rotate them.
Yeah.
Like, Kelly Olynyk will open the floor for him. Lowry will open the floor for them. And I think Walker Kessler, to some extent, will as well, with the pressure he puts on the rim as like a vertical spacer.
They just need a
playmaker.
playmaker.
35% of his threes. He'll be a home run fit there. I think as for him, Terry, this whole summer he needs to watch Aaron Gordon tape. That's what he needs to do. A guy who had similar problems in Utah.
Yeah.
Couldn't protect the rim, but played above it on offense.
Orlando,
couldn't really shoot threes. Wasn't that great with the ball in his hand. How did Aaron Gordon dominate? Hunting switches and destroying them, putting people under the basket, offensive rebounding, hitting wide open corner threes. Can you do that, John Collins? I think it's impressive.
If he's going to do that, I'm going to need more than 220 pounds then. Going to have to bulk up a bit. Going to have to give me some bulkness.
If he does that, though, that contract is going to look like a fucking steal.
I mean, he's got the discipline to do whatever he needs to do. Like, I believe in him as a player, but shooting's got to come up. Like you said, it could be a confidence thing because Atlanta wanted to trade him for, as soon as he signed with the Hawks. But good luck to you, Johnny. And they need a playmaking guard as well. I'm not going to rely on a rookie to do that for them either. Because Colin Sexton's not passing.
Dealer fucking Danny, man. This guy.
I think it's an okay deal.
A fucking trade? Jesus Christ.
I think he's lost a trade. He traded away Al Jefferson and Tony Allen.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, and moving. Chauncey Billups.
Yeah.
And Joe Johnson, actually.
Everybody can't win, though. Everybody can't win. But, hey, one championship, and everybody's like, oh, the 08 Celtic championship can't be the fucking, they're a dynasty. You know what I'm saying? They just won one chip. Yeah. Danny Ainge only has one championship as a GM, guys.
He does.
Stop.
I think the other one, though, is the Jason Tatum trade where they bamboozled them into taking Fultz number one.
It's good. Yeah. No, I'm not saying he's a good GM. I just need everybody to calm down with the crazy hype. And the Sam Presti hype, too. It's like, I need way more than just one championship or just a bunch of, he won the trade. Did you win 50 games? Did you win 55 games and go to the finals and win? No. All right, cool.
You make the play-in, we'll see.
Utah's good enough. But no Mike Conley. Like I said, we got to see what these guard situations going to look like. Jordan Clarkson ain't passing. Colin Sexton is a horrible playmaker. So we shall see. I see 8th seed, maybe 9th seed. I think they can make it, but as far as making some noise, I don't know. A couple more pieces need to be added, bro.
Couple more pieces. And a couple pieces are on the move for the U.S. men's national team as well. I see you repping the squad right there, Terry.
Gold Cup time.
Yeah. We just dominated the Nations League. We look like we surely have the upper hand over Mexico.
That was the A roster, though.
Yeah. Well, that was Mexico's A roster, wasn't it?
I don't know what roster it was, but they sucked.
It was a roster. It was a roster. All right, so let's talk about him. First guy confirmed an hour ago, Ricardo Pepi, staying in Netherlands. PSV, $10 million. Is this a good move for Pepi?
I think it's a good move. It's not going to, like, competition-wise, I get that league isn't going to be great. But if you're going to play for a shitty league, play for the best team against the best players in the league, you get to practice against them every day. That'll up your level. And you get to keep your confidence high because you're going to be scoring a hell of goals. Yep. I always like it when a striker is in a shitty league. I don't give a fuck where they are. When Josie Altidore went back to Sunderland or wherever the fuck he went, I think it was Sunderland, right? When he was playing in like Austria. Then he got transferred to Sunderland. I was like, why would you do that? I saw this dude was banging in free kicks outside the box in Austria. And then he went to Sunderland and scored 2 goals in 2 seasons. What are you doing?
No wonder I didn't
Hey.
remember his time there.
Yeah, bro, he scored like 30-something goals for that Austrian team in one season. Then he goes to Sunderland. I'm just like, what are you doing? Anyways, all strikers stay in shitty leagues. I agree with that wholeheartedly. This is a great move for him. What do you think?
I agree with you, man. Especially like considering he kind of lost his confidence after going to Germany, and lost his place in the World Cup cycle. Looked a bit tentative at times. Didn't have that penalty box poaching instinct that we've seen from him.
Yeah.
I agree with everything you said, and it's even gravy because like we got Balogun now. There's no pressure on him to lead the line and be this guy. It's like you could just develop. You could just get better. You could just score goals and be on the top team. And
I think he wanted to, though.
Yeah, I think so. He wanted to stay in Netherlands. He was like, I like this league. These defenders suck ass. But I think good mood for Pepe sets him up to be in the next World Cup squad for sure. And who knows? If he balls out for 2 years, he could get another move elsewhere. But right now, he's comfortable. Let's go to an even better team with higher competition, same league, see if he can still produce the same results.
What is it, Netherlands, right?
Yeah. I got to say, too, like, it's nice where we're at. Because when I grew up, DeMarcus Beasley was playing for PSV, and that was like the best team of any American in Europe.
There's some sneaky guys that didn't play much, though. Like your boy Alexi Lalas, I think he played for...
Yeah.
AC Milan or some shit? I forget.
No, it was another fucking red team in Italy. I forget who it was.
Yeah, maybe Roma or some shit. It was like he was at a good team. I don't know if he was playing or not. But not to derail your point.
But he was a little earlier before like I really started watching like that. But like when I was watching, PSV and DeMarcus Beasley was like the pinnacle. And now we're like shitty league. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
It's just
you're
nice
right.
that we're here.
It's a lot of Americans abroad. Like, it's a lot of Americans that play in Europe and should never come back to MLS. Like, they're too good for the MLS. So, like, it is kind of nice that the guys that are on the national team are too good to play in our league, which we are developing. That is not, like, that bad of a league. It's catching up to La Liga MX.
Yeah,
so
and because it's coming along, I wouldn't rule out some of them coming back. And we'll talk about one or two of those guys in a bit. Another guy who's been confirmed that he's heading out on, I think it's $18 million with everything. Tim Weah, moving to Juventus.
That's a big deal, too. Is that the highest?
Pulisic.
Oh, how much was his? 30? 40?
60 million?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. The Wonder Kid. Captain America.
Old boy shortlist.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah.
So your boy...
Weah, he started off as a striker. Then he kind of moved to right wing. This second half of last season, he played as a right wing back for Lille and did really, really well and adapted well. And Juventus, they got a Quadrado who's leaving and played that wing back role for them on the right. They play three in the back.
Yeah.
Going to slot in right there. Ideal fit. Good facsimile of Quadrado. I think this is a great step for him. He'll be a starter. He's going to be playing in a better league. He's going to have more defensive responsibility, which would make him a more well-rounded player for when he plays with us. I'm really happy for Tim Weah. This is a home run.
That's the number one thing for me is like the tactical awareness in Italy, like their defensive tactics there. I think that'll definitely help him when he comes back to America and he's like, all right, guys, this is what we do here. You know, I can show you like what we do in this formation, how they kind of switch up, and
he might be even able to help Dest.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. I like them together on one side, honestly. They're really crafty guys, so that'll work out great. It's a good move. He's really good, bro. And he showed he can play a little bit of defense, a little versatility in his life. Athleticism. It's a wonderful thing to have. I know you don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
I like Tim Weah, man. Hopefully he keeps going up from here. Because how old is he? 24 now?
Yeah. He's still young, man. About 24? To hit his prime in a couple years. Like,
I hope it works out. I know Juve had to take some financial hits, I believe, because of they were cheating or doing
sanctions.
Something. Yeah,
they got deducted 10 points and lost the league.
Yeah, because what they come in like 7th? Are they in the Champions League or 5th?
I think so. I think they still fucking made Europe. Even with the point deduction.
I'm gonna have to check on that. That's tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good move.
Great move for him. Let's stay in Italy. AC Milan. They tried out Sergino Dest for the majority of the year. They didn't like what they saw. They're sending him back to Barcelona. But they had their eye on two other promising Americans. The first one, just grown at Valencia, promising young player. We said he had the highest potential of any of our midfielders. Yunus Musa is a target for AC Milan, who are losing Sandro Tonali and lost Frank Kessie the year before that.
Where's Tonali going?
He's going to Premier League.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, they're going to sell his ass.
Hope he's not going to Saudi.
No, Jesus Christ.
So Yunus Musa, huh? Why was he not playing at Valencia? He's really good. I don't understand why he doesn't play at all.
Form kind of dipped. They've been moving him all over the fucking formation, too. The team sucks ass. They've had 2 years. They're about to get relegated all season long. They fell off a cliff. They just have no identity, bro.
That's insane, man.
So he's played like the pivot. He's played right midfield for them. He's played right back, right wing, cam, second striker. It's just like no continuity. No one knows what they're supposed to be. And he's like, all right, I've seen enough.
That's that problem with being versatile sometimes. Like, you want to play one position, and then everybody's like, hey, man, you filled in here. You were pretty good. Can you play this position again? And you're just like, I mean, I want to play, but fine, whatever. I'll play that fucking position.
The Alphonso Davies.
Yeah. It's a lot of dudes like that. I know I think Yunus is good enough where, like, he needs to play center mid every single fucking game. Like, stop all this just because he's athletic and has the capability to play right back or center back or any of that shit. Put the man at center mid and let him do what he does. He's a box-to-box dude that can do a lot of things and change the game. Let him change the game at that position. Center mid is the most pivotal position in the fucking game. Don't put him at fucking right back. Right back is fine. You can fucking find anybody to play right back. Zabaleta played right back for Man City for 7 years. He's slow as dirt. Kolarov played left back for fucking 6 years at City when we almost won the Champions League. Get the fuck out of here. Like, you don't need him to play right.
Left and right back right now.
Dest is garbage. Dest is not good enough to be a winger, but too shitty to be in the midfield. That's why he's playing outside back. Good shit for him.
He wants to be Trent Alexander-Arnold and be like, I'm a roamer on offense and I have no responsibility on defense. And then we're like, that's great, but you're a fucking squad player.
Yeah. No. And that only works when the other 9 players with you are really fucking good. But besides the point, yeah.
How do you like this for Yunus Musa? AC Milan, switching leagues.
Hey, man, wherever he gets playing time, because you can't look as good as he looks with us and then not get any playing time at your club team. I'm sorry. That's a fucking mistake by the club. He needs to go get playing time, play games. AC Milan, still got to fight, though. I like it, but I don't like it. It's different for midfielders because it kind of seems like it doesn't matter if his form is bad or good for his club team. He seems to be fine, in any game. Yeah, if he plays, he's fine. So I like it. I mean, I'd love for his confidence to be. I mean, his confidence is already high. If his confidence is coming in, skyrocketing high, I mean, he might be fucking legendary. I don't know.
Be around other players that are more talented than him too. So
yeah,
improving. I thought he kind of stagnated being the most talented dude on Valencia too, and being 20 years old.
That's possible. Yeah,
5 different positions. He needs some inspiration. He needs a guy to chase, I feel like. And I think he'd still have pretty, relatively guaranteed minutes in center midfield there with the rotation they have.
With AC Milan?
Yeah.
Who's there? You said Tonali is gone.
Yeah, they're talking about that he's going to move $90 million to some Premier League team.
I don't know. I mean...
fucking... Who else was it? It wasn't Manchester City, but it was another one. I think it was Arsenal, actually.
He could probably play over Rade Krunic. But a lot of their midfielders aren't they're not going to wow you. But the thing that they're great at is they just don't make mistakes and they're defensively just so sound. You can't just get by them easily. So
but it's
good luck, Musa.
Benacer. You know what I mean? start. He is the highest potential out of all of them for sure.
I think he can. Honestly, bro, like sometimes the way that he plays, he has the potential for me to be the best player on our team.
Yeah.
For the US, straight up. I mean, Gio is fucking disgusting, and Pulisic is really good too, but Eunice, he can do it. He can be like a young Pogba on Juve, bro. I swear. He's really good.
I agree with you.
Yeah, that's a good move. I like the move.
All
Fight
right.
for your spot.
Next guy, AC Milan also interested in. Captain America himself, Christian Pulisic. Now, they're not the only ones with interest.
Yeah.
AC Milan, Juve, Manchester United, and Newcastle and Pathetico have also inquired about Pulisic. So let's go one by one. How do you think fit at AC Milan?
I don't like the fit. Rafael Leao is way too good. Unless there's something in the air where he's going to get sold or some shit, because he's too good, bro. He plays for Portugal, and Portugal has really good wingers, and he still gets playing time there. AC Milan had some really good players. Ibrahimovic even like coached up Leao, bro. He's got the toughness, the speed, athleticism, ball control. He can score goals. He can pass. Don't go to AC Milan. Especially if Pulisic can't play on the right, don't go to AC Milan.
Yeah, I agree. Not a good fit.
Because I think Pulisic is explosive on the left-hand side. On the right, he keeps possession. He's not the same player.
He's got to be like a winger or like a left attacking midfielder.
Yeah, he's got to be that left winger. And I think in the world, he's probably 30th, maybe. He's in between like 30 and 35th best in the world. So, I mean, you got to pick the right spot, man. You really do.
Because, like you said, you're just not walking into a team that's starting Rafael Leao right there.
Nah. He's more of a middle table person, but he can go to the next team. Well, or what do you think about it? Who was the second team you said?
Manchester United.
No. Too much influx. I think the coach kind of found the identity of the squad, because I believe they came in second place in the league, right? Or third, maybe? Yeah, they're
third behind Arsenal, yeah.
Nah. I think
strong finish to the year. Did well.
Yeah.
They seemed like it together.
They got Sancho, Rashford. I mean, nah. Don't do it.
Fucking Anthony Garnacho.
Oh yeah, Anthony is fucking good. It's
Anthony Martial is coming back.
It's too many wingers. Don't do it. That'd be a stupid move.
And they don't need a winger. They need a center midfielder and they need a striker.
Yeah, no. Don't do it.
So I don't see that one. Pathetico.
Atletico Madrid? That's an interesting one. I want to hear your opinion on it.
I don't see it, man.
No?
They play three in the back and use wing backs. Like
they don't do the 4-4 or 4-3-3 anymore?
3-5-2.
The same coach or different coach now?
Same coach. Same dude. Diego Simeone.
Damn, Simeone switched it up on us?
Yeah, three in the back. We got fucking Yannick Carrasco, and I forget who the other guy is, but they're both like outside backs who do a lot of defensive work. I don't see Pulisic fitting in that system. And
he's not a good defender.
Playing so far inside as like one of their attacking players in the center.
Yeah. He's not a good defender. Like, he dives into tackles. He just runs around.
He wouldn't play. Like, he just wouldn't play. Simeone would not play this motherfucker, I promise you.
Nah, that's
for
a bad
team
one.
that wants all their players to just suffer without the ball for like 70 minutes. Terrible fit.
But you don't want that, bro. You want the ball, honestly.
Yeah.
Get on the ball, bro.
I agree. Newcastle.
I like that fit.
Yeah.
I don't think
play there.
Saint Maximin can play anywhere. He doesn't just have to play left wing. He can play right wing. He can play striker. He can play center mid. The motherfucker's just good. He's a really good player.
You go Maximin into Yunus Musa.
But like, he can play all the attacking positions. You know, he's not necessarily a guy that's like, oh man, if I can't attack from the left, like, I don't know what to do. The dimensions of the field mean nothing to him. He can do whatever, anywhere. It doesn't matter.
He's a he's a field tilter for sure. All right, but I just think it's like too many good cooks in the same kitchen. Like,
who else is there?
Isak, Almiron,
striker,
Callum Wilson, Saint Maximin. It's like you got 4 chefs ahead of you when you clock into work. Like, you're gonna be on the salad station.
Wilson? He's a striker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can only play 4 attacking players at once.
Pulisic is going to be left.
Almiron is a guaranteed. He's like one of the best players on their team.
You said Almiron?
Yes.
I mean, he's been there for a while, but Pulisic is better than him.
No, he's not.
You don't think he's better than Almiron? You're overrating Almiron. Almiron's a hard worker, though. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I don't think he's better than Almiron.
Son, I mean, like, Almiron is like Park Ji-sung.
Yeah. But
No,
Almiron likes to play on the right, too. Pulisic ain't going to play on the right. But I'm just saying, like, Isak, Almiron, Callum Wilson, St. Maximin, I don't see the minutes. I don't see the fit. You think best attacker out of position, St. Maximin, to shoehorn Pulisic into there?
Damn, so you're really downgrading Pulisic right now. So you think all those guys are better than him. I'll give you St. Maximin.
At the position, I like Maximin.
Isak is a striker, though.
I like St. Maximin at left wing more than I like Pulisic at left wing.
I do. Yeah, I do as well.
At right wing or right attacking midfield more than I like him there. I like Callum Wilson and Isak more at striker than I like him there. So it's like, where the fuck is he going to play?
Pulisic is not a striker. I don't want to see him play striker again. I'm sick of that shit. He's not a fucking striker. That's done.
Go to a team that is a hole on the wing where you could actually fuck.
He's better than Almiron, bro. I'm not trying to hear that. But hey, we just
Almiron has done much more in the Premier League the last 3 years.
He's done a lot at Newcastle, so it's going to be hard for him to take his spot at Newcastle because he's been there for a long time. But
Newcastle are better than Chelsea this year.
No, that's true. I don't know. I mean, at least
Juventus reuniting with Tim Weah.
Tim on the right, Pulisic on the left.
I think he could play higher up the pitch.
Isn't Chiesa?
Because they play a 3-4-3, and Chiesa plays best on the right. I think you could play, and they got wingers leaving. They need a position badly. Cuadrado is gone. Di Maria, you got Vlahovic in the center.
Yep, of course.
Chiesa on the right, Pulisic on the left. He could play as a second striker in the hole, along Vlahovic or Malik. Either one of them would be a good fit for him.
Yeah.
I just see opportunity there, and I see a fit with the squad. And it's a question of can they get the money together. But there's no doubt in my mind, out of all these fits, I would much prefer to see him in Juventus over anyone else.
You think so? He's got a fighting chance there, huh?
They got all these wingers leaving.
Yeah, they do. I don't know.
Playing Chiesa on the left so they could play Di Maria on the right. But Chiesa's better on the right. He's left-footed.
He's really good. He's just I don't even know if that's the right team for him, to be honest, but that's beside the point. Yeah, I don't know. They're weird for me. They're in a weird situation. The money is kind of leaving them. They're still in the Europa though. So that's still that's more games and more chances for Pulisic to get in the game.
You need to be somewhere where he's starting every fucking week.
I would love for him to be in Italy, bro. I would. I just don't know if that's the team. It's a lot of...
Well, it's like Napoli's wingers are too good. He's not going to start over anyone there.
Nah.
You know
it's just... The club is just on a... disorganized, bro. That's all I'm saying.
But I'm looking at all the options, and it's like, I don't see anything better. Like, maybe this isn't perfect, but everything else is fucked up.
If nobody wants him, I don't understand why it has to be, those top teams. Why can't it just be, a fucking middle team? Middle table.
But it's like, I would rather him take a step to, the second tier of top teams. Because we saw him, start for Borussia Dortmund.
He's a beast.
Yeah, but that was, fucking 5 years ago as a teenager. You've already proved you could do it at that level. Like the Dortmunds of the world.
Why not Liverpool?
They got a billion wingers. Where the fuck is he going to play at Liverpool?
Same coach. He just needs that same style, though. That's the problem. He needs that free flow. He needs that BJ Callahan.
Brighton.
That'd be okay. I like Newcastle, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They play that style as well.
They do, but it's like...
Juve does not. Hold on. See, as far as the style that works perfect for Pulisic, Juve does not play the style that he likes. AC Milan does not play that style. Man U is back. They're a little bit of both. They can do both. They can play free flowing and they can play like defensive and counterattacking. But I think Newcastle might be the perfect fit for him, bro. I'm telling you. Because look, if you only say just those two wingers, right? Almiron and St. Maximin. Behind them,
Nobody.
Pulisic.
Yeah, but that's like playing 35 games a year, which is like what he was doing at Chelsea during the best years that he had at Chelsea.
Yeah, but they had 6 fucking wingers.
Yeah, they do, and they do now. But I'm saying I would rather him play like 65 games a season for somebody than play 35 for Newcastle.
I just don't like Juventus' influx of bullshit that's going on over there. That's all I'm saying. I mean, Tim Weah, I think Tim Weah is good enough.
You know what I mean?
Huh?
To have his back with Tim Weah. You know, have English at least.
Yeah, but then you got Tim Weah, who's way better than him on the right. And honestly, at points, I think he's better than him defensively. So it's like he'll probably play over him in Italy, especially because we love fucking defense.
Yeah, but again, it's like Weah's going to be playing a wing back, and Pulisic is going to be way higher up the pitch.
If they play a 3-back, if they do play a 3-back again, who knows what they're going to do? We don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They came in 7th. They might fire everybody. They're like, 7th? No. You should have won the league. Even with the point deduction, we should have won the league. That's how they feel. Juve's crazy.
So where would you pick all these fits? Newcastle?
Newcastle's number 1 for me. If it's not Newcastle, it's got to be a middle table team. All right. I'm tired of you fighting for position.
I'm going Juve and then Brighton, who's not on the list, but I'm putting there.
So no Newcastle for you, huh?
No Newcastle. No.
Bro, I just think if you're the third winger, take it. If you're third, Almiron, injury.
Trippier.
That's right back. He plays right back. I'm talking about St. Maximin and Almiron are both injury prone. Pulisic is too. But if you're third choice, you're going to get some games. And they made Champions League. More games.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's not the worst fit, but it's not the best either, in my opinion.
And they got the richest owner in sports.
It would be okay. I'd be fine with it. I wouldn't be, like, elated. Like, oh, this really sets him up for the next chapter.
I just like the style, bro. They play fast. He's going to get chances to do what he does.
Eddie Howe is a great manager.
Yeah. He's going to get chances to do what he does, man.
All right. Well, hopefully this next guy get a chance to do what he does. After Leeds got relegated, people are looking to snap up all the talented Americans off the team. Tyler Adams is being suggested as a fit next to Yuri Tielemans, who Aston Villa just signed in their midfield. What do you think about his prospects moving to Aston Villa and the fit with Tielemans?
I think he fits with Tielemans. It's just...
So too. I think it's a good fit.
It's a great fit, but... Damn, bro. I think Tyler Adams is the best out of all the Americans that were at Leeds. I think he's the best player there. I don't really think it's like a question. His form is always the same. He's a solid player. He doesn't fluctuate from game to game.
Premier League in tackles while he was recoveries while he was healthy.
He's just getting a thankless job. I feel like he'd be perfect at like Arsenal. He'd be perfect at like a team that needs more toughness in order for them to like go to the next level. Aston Villa, What about West Ham? Put him next to Declan Rice.
Replace Declan Rice with him?
Or if Declan Rice leaves. Yeah, if he definitely leaves, yeah. Oh,
he's choosing between Arsenal and Manchester City. That's the decision.
He should go to Liverpool or Arsenal. But yeah, man, I just feel like he's getting the short end of the stick by going to another fucking middle of the road, team. He's good. He's solid.
Middle of the road would be a step up from going from. Okay.
Well, Leeds shouldn't have fired the coach that they had when they fucking bought McKinney. They shouldn't have fired him. They lose one game with McKinney's first game. They play McKinney. They lose the game by 1 goal. No big deal because they fucking suck. Then they're just like, this guy's not good enough. Ship him out. We're done. Let him fucking coach the Americans. He's American.
I couldn't agree more. Didn't understand the timing at all.
Idiotic.
Yeah, I think Yuri Tielemans is a dude who does a lot of the stuff that Adams doesn't do well. He can drop deep to collect possession. He can shoot from outside the box. He can play the long passes and connect the lines. And Adams just has to win the ball back and give it to him. Yep.
It's like Conte almost. Well, Conte's fantastic, but it's like Conte without the other stuff.
It's like Makalele.
A little bit. Makalele is... I don't know. I don't know how to compare Tyler Adams. Tyler Adams is like fucking shitty Pirlo. Fred. Ooh. Anderson.
Oh, no. I haven't thought about that, David, ever.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, I think whoever was running Leeds had to be Mexican because this was a sabotage. It was an absolute sabotage. I'm just telling you, it's a sabotage job. They fucking signed, 3 Americans and had an American coach. And then as soon as we get, they're like, oh, we got McKinney, Adams, and Harrison. Now let's tank. Get these boys in the championship and then have them, oh, where do we go? We can't play in the championship. We got to stay in the Premier League, guys. We can't stay here. What if they did stay together? I think they should stay. I think you should stay. I don't know why you keep leaving. No, I'm just playing. I'm not opposed to them actually staying on the championship team together and just playing and trying to win that league.
Nah, that shit is done. They're too good for that, bro. They're way too good for that.
All right.
Yeah, I like the fit. I think he could work other places as well, with his industry and ability to win the ball back.
Yeah.
Another guy with industry who likes to win the ball back also played on Leeds. Brendan Aronson. He's not going to
hold on.
champions.
Before you do Brendan Aronson, I would just like to say Tyler Adams, wait it out a bit, see if you get better offers. That would be my option.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right. Brendan, excuse me. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Brendan Aronson.
Yeah. Big Brendan.
Leeds are going down. Fulham staying up. Fulham wants him. Would you move to Fulham if you're Aronson?
Yeah. There's a little American pedigree there as well, especially more of a attacking position guys. So go there. And who's there? Miles Robinson?
Yep. Anthony.
Anthony Robinson. Left back, right? The left back guy?
Yeah, but he's being reported leaving as well, Terry. He's the next guy on my list to talk about. And they got Tim Ream there, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I always forget about Tim Ream. He's so old. It's so crazy. He like 33 now? 34?
I think he's older than that, bro. I think he's like 35.
Yeah. Shout out to him for staying in the Premier League at 35. We thought he was washed, and he played in the fucking World Cup.
That's soccer at 35.
Solid, bro.
Like, real talk.
Hey, man, injuries, bro. You got to stay ready.
Learning the mental part of the game, too.
Ike Opara.
Call him to the national team. But yeah, Brendan Aronson to Fulham. Like, I probably would.
Yeah.
I'm going to be dead honest. I don't think I would do it if I was Aronson.
What would you do then? What's the other option?
What the fuck is around you?
Nobody.
Yeah, okay. I'm good. You guys just want me to fucking do suicides all game without the ball? Like, I'd rather go to a fucking shitty Spanish team. I'll go play with Luca De La Torre at Osasuna before I do that shit. I promise you that.
What are his other options?
4-4-2 in 2023? Are you kidding me? Fulham?
Yeah. They got a really good forward, though. What's that guy's name? You know who I'm talking about. Dude with... Not the dude with the tattoos, the kind of big guy.
I always thought... I get him confused. I thought he played for Bournemouth. Mitchell?
Oh. Nah. Whatever. Besides the point. Yeah.
I'm out on
What are his other options, though? Mitrovic.
Yeah. He doesn't play for Fulham, right? He plays for Bournemouth, correct?
Nah, Fulham.
He does play for Fulham? All right, that's my answer. I'd do it. I thought that he played for Bournemouth. I get him confused.
Nah, he's there.
I'd do it then. At least you got another fucking dude who you can dump the ball into, hold up possession, can finish in the box, and you can do a lot of that other free running.
Yeah, I guess if that's his only option.
You got a focal point. At least that's something.
Do you think Brendan Aronson should get playing time for America?
Yeah. Looked pretty goddamn good in the final against Canada, didn't he?
To me, he did, yeah. It's just like, wow. Like, where should he go, though? Like, I don't know what his level is. You know what I'm saying? I think he's...
I'll tell you exactly what his level is.
Fulham.
Park Ji-sung. That's who Brendan Aronson is.
I think he's got a little bit better ball skills. And I don't know about the fucking stamina, dog. I see the comparison because he runs around a lot, but...
Bro, all he does is sprint. All game. This motherfucker is never jogging. He's always sprinting. His pressing ability is something to behold, man. I tell
go
you, his
go play for
engine
Man
is
City.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's who they talked about for Jedi Robinson. He's got a choice between Manchester City and Newcastle, apparently. If you were him, which one would you take? And keep in mind, the City banner is in the background, guys.
I mean, we don't necessarily have a left back.
Nico Lewis?
Manchester City doesn't really have a left back. I like Nico, but wasn't playing over center backs. I mean, we hybrided some center backs instead of young Nico. Anthony has proven it. You know, he's a little older. Has been in the Premier League for a little while. He's faster than Nico. He's bigger than Nico. If I know technically he plays like a 12-year-old. Like, he doesn't use the outside of his foot for anything. Every trap is with his left foot on the inside. It's pretty predictable, but under that system, playing with better players, I'd like to see it. At least challenge it. I can see him challenging for it. He is not as good on the ball as Lewis, but I think defensively he'll help.
He better not fucking go to Manchester City. He fucking
Newcastle?
I'd much rather Newcastle than Manchester City. Manchester City, bro. He gonna get the Calvin Phillips treatment from Pep. I promise you. I promise you.
Then why are they looking at
guys
him?
who can just run and aren't good with the ball, and don't give him to Pep, okay? Because he'll sit him down. I promise you that. And like,
You can make him better.
His quality on the ball. Part of the reason that you guys played like the way that you did is because you played with like 5 attacking people in the final third, and then Stones moved into midfield to give that double pivot.
We had to because he sold Cancelo or loaned him.
I don't know. I think you sold Cancelo because this is the way to go. Like, and I think you look better. You don't think you look better this season with John Stones there?
The only thing we were missing was a striker. I don't think we looked any better than last year. The only difference was we added the best fucking striker in the world.
Maybe, but y'all didn't have any problems creating chances in this new system. And I don't see y'all changing the system to accommodate Anthony Robinson from Fulham.
You never know.
Newcastle, bro. Newcastle, dog. Don't play one back. They got good, like, other defenders around him that'll, like, compliment him. They got that big, strong motherfucker right next to them in the midfield.
It's as good as we did look in the system. Honestly, and I've got no insider information. I didn't see any articles on it or none of that. I don't think Pep wanted to play that shit. I don't think he wanted to get rid of João Cancelo. I think he wanted to start Kyle Walker and João Cancelo because we were fucking dominating in the beginning of the season.
Never played João when he was healthy. How come you didn't play him when he was healthy? And you were like,
no, he played a lot.
Guy on a loan. We just want him out.
No, we played him a lot. We played him a lot.
No, you didn't. You guys are fucking benching him for Nico Lewis.
Nah, that was this year. I'm talking about last year when we were great.
But didn't he in January?
No, he moved at the beginning of the season this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like in the summer. But, I mean, like, that's who he wanted to play. Like, we were really good last year. The dude, João Cancelo had like 15 assists last year. He touched the ball more than our center midfielders did.
Yeah.
He wants to play with 4 in the back, but he had to accommodate with what he had. But I think if he gets this dude, he'll go back to it.
Robinson and see a João Cancelo clone. I certainly.
Hey, look, it's not going to be an exact clone.
Cancelo is a fucking 2-footed player who can play a final ball.
But here's the thing.
Robinson is a 1-footed player who runs to the corner like he's fucking Akash.
Here's the thing. That's a deep friend reference that nobody will know except for a few of us. Here's the thing. Can we get his technical ability as good as Kyle Walker? I think we can do that in a season or two. I don't think Kyle Walker is that much better on the ball than fucking Anthony Robinson is. Like, he's good. I'm not sitting here like, oh, Kyle Walker's a fucking... We can put him at center defensive mid and he can be a beast.
So you're saying, like, give a foil to him almost. Like,
yeah, give him a chance.
Flip it. And so, like, sometimes you play with Kyle Walker advancing as the 5th person up and leaving those 3 defenders. And sometimes when Kyle Walker isn't out there, you'd play on the left side with Robinson advancing up. And then Stones or whoever the fuck else tucking into that spot.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We did a lot of freaky different shit because we had the players that could do it. But I think like Pep Guardiola has shown like when he has dudes that are strictly a left-footed player or a right-footed player, they're just gonna stay in their spot, do overlapping runs. They're not gonna do inverted shit. Whoever's on his team, he usually adjusts. The only position he's never adjusted with was goalie.
Oh yeah.
He was like, if you can't pass with your feet in a goalie, you're out of there.
I think his biggest adjustment would be putting fucking Jedi on the bench. How he would adjust. Another guy who has a shitty first touch. Pep's looking at him like, your first touch is worse than mine? Oh my guy. Like, oh.
All right, you say Newcastle. I say bring him to City. He's got a spot.
Another guy, Cameron Carter-Vickers, balled out all season long at Celtic.
Yep.
Tottenham just hired Celtic's coach. They want to bring him back to Tottenham, where it all started.
Ooh. Go for it.
I think so too. He can
that's a like for like.
Back as a center back. He can play in the back. Ideal fit. He can pass it and progress the ball. Strong in the air. Can cover ground. Like, ideal Premier League defender. Once he worked out like the positional, getting lost in space type of shit. You know.
Yeah.
I think he's matured. I think he's ready, and I think he's better than Clement Lenglet right now.
Probably. I'll say this. I think that's tough. Clement Lenglet was really good 2 years ago, too. That's fucking crazy. I think he proved it in those games in the World Cup. Did he play against England and Scotland? Or, Wales? Or was it just England? I can't remember.
Bro.
Just England? Yeah. I think he proved it against guys that he's seen. He was like, I got this. Don't worry, me and Tim Ream. They shut it down. They played well in that game. Got the same coach. Shit, if I could follow one of my favorite coaches around for my career,
right?
I'd
The
still
dude
be
who
fucking
had
playing.
His career take off, and who ascended to being a promising player again.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, bro. If you find a coach that's just like, nah, this guy's good, I'm gonna play him, no matter where the fuck you are. Follow that motherfucker. Go there. It's just like
Lukaku. Are you listening?
Yeah, for sure. It's just like, I mean, come on. Like, if fucking Klopp, saw Pulisic on Liverpool, he'd be like, hey, I mean, Sadio Mane is pretty good, but this Pulisic kid, I saw him at 17. I'm just saying, he's 24 now. I'll play him again. I like what I saw.
We're in alignment. I think it's a good move for Cameron Carter-Vickers.
That's a great fit.
Coming up to the end of this list here, a guy who we talked a little bit about at AC Milan, Sergino Dest. He plays for well. His rights are owned by Barcelona. He doesn't play for them.
Barca. Yeah.
No, he's not going back to Barca.
Well, I mean, like, he technically is on the team.
They sent him back, but he'll never arrive. We hit return to sender, back to Milan, wrong address.
You think he's not going to practice?
Oh, no. They won't even let him do the preseason tour.
Damn,
Barcelona is like, you suck. Like, we have 16-year-olds who are better than you, who we can bring out here. They signed Julian Araujo from the fucking LA Galaxy to play Dest's position. Like,
who the hell is that?
Exactly. The LA Galaxy's right back. We signed to replace Dest because he's like,
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's a fucking comedy. Oh my god.
He just wasn't allowed to play last season because they wouldn't allow us to register him because of our financial problems.
Yeah, because you guys are dumb as shit.
Yep.
You couldn't sell the field to Tidal. You sold the stadium to fucking Spotify, but the field had to be sold to Tidal. Dumbasses. Don't have enough money yet, buddy. Sorry. Idiots. Just absolute dumbasses. Go ahead, though.
So, where would you like to see Sergino Dest? What's an ideal home for him? Because
wherever
it's not AC Milan, it's not Barcelona.
Wherever there's no right backs. Shit, man.
Hey, I heard LA Galaxy isn't open. Terry, I'm not joking. Like, we talked earlier, there might be a player who could benefit from going back to the MLS. And this is who I had in mind. The league is getting better. We got Jordi Alba playing in the MLS. He's 10 times better than Dest. You know what I mean? We got, the left back for Atlanta. He's better than Dest.
Who?
They got some 19-year-old kid who's going to move to Europe in a year and get like 20.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But I just think like the time could be right. The league is improving. They're bringing in stars. You can't just fucking play kick and run all day like you used to be able before. He'd be able to get his confidence back. He could play left wing or left mid, left back or right back. Probably take people on a bit more, given a little bit more responsibility. I think Sergino Dest should go to the MLS for a guy who started at Ajax.
For a guy that was the first American to play for Barcelona, this is a fucking... Ugh, man. Barcelona had goddamn Hugo Sanchez, the fucking best Mexican ever, play for Barca, and we get Sergino Dest to play for him with a $400 million buyout.
I want to say Hugo Sanchez played for Real Madrid.
Who's the Mexican? My bad. What's the dude's name?
Rafael Marquez. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. I got them confused. They all look very similar and have Z's in the last name. So
all the Z's, man. Goddamn.
I apologize, Mexico. My bad. You guys suck now, but I apologize for that.
On behalf of the Mexican Federation, we do not accept.
Mexico, my bad. Oh, puto, my bad. I didn't mean to. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I get your theory for the MLS, but I think he's too good for the MLS. We just got to find the right spot. I think Italy is the right spot. He just needs a...
Messi is playing in the MLS. Busquets is playing in the MLS. Jordi Alba is playing in the MLS.
Yeah, but they're getting a lot of money.
Dest is too good for the MLS.
They're getting a lot of money. They got signed.
Dest. Throw the fucking bag at this guy.
Who's throwing a huge bag at Sergino Dest right now? Stop it.
Charlotte FC could. I'd tell you that much right now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they could actually use them. They need good players.
Yeah.
But, Barcelona, bro. How dare you set a $400 million buyout for Sergino Dest to get out of his fucking 5-year contract? You're paying him, maybe $10 million? A $400 million buyout?
Just ridiculous.
Then you just thought he was going to be the best player in the world? They were like, hey, if this kid turns out like we think he's going to turn out, somebody's going to buy him out for $400 million.
A guy who's not good enough to be a winger or good enough to be a defender.
Do you guys have a buyout for everybody? Does Gavi have a buyout for $400 million as well? I bet every person has a buyout, and
Gavi's buyout is $1 billion.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Ansu Fati's is $1 billion. Pedri's is $1 billion.
You actually have buyouts for them?
Yeah, but it's $1 billion. Araujo is $1 billion.
Araujo? Why is his $1 billion? I'd make his $250.
After the Neymar shit where PSG paid his release clause, we got PTSD.
How much was Neymar's release clause?
It was $250 million. And remember, at the time, the highest transfer was Cristiano Ronaldo for $120 million. So we're that's twice as much as the most expensive transfer of all time. We're good. And they're like, nah, we triggered it.
That's crazy. It wasn't Bale?
Huh?
I thought Bale's was more than Ronaldo's. No, it wasn't.
Maybe. But
damn,
I'm just thinking, Barca, they got PTSD from that shit. We're never letting anybody get bought out again. I promise.
What did y'all do with the $250?
We bought Ousmane Dembele, Pjanic, fucking.
Oh God, that's right. Yeah, y'all.
Samuel Umtiti and Longley, gigantic contracts.
You bought Dembele for a lot too. I remember that.
Yep, Griezmann for $100 million, Coutinho for $80 million. That's what we did with the money, Terry.
The Griezmann deal is so stupid. Hey, I like your business now. You're getting Ilkay Gundogan on a fucking free transfer. Shout out to you guys for taking our captain.
Right.
Man City's captain just gone. All right. Anyways, Des. Yeah, I honestly have no idea. I really don't.
No spot.
Udinese, eh?
Sampdoria.
Yeah, Sampdoria, huh?
You know that he'd never play in Italy. He didn't play in Italy. His lack of defensive and tactical discipline, they'd never fucking play his ass.
No. Here's the thing.
He needs to go back to Netherlands. Team up with Ricardo Pepi at PSV.
Yeah, he probably should have never left. Sampdoria actually got relegated, so he can't play for them.
Damn.
Here's the thing, bro. When he went to AC Milan was middle of the table. I think they were still in the Champions League, though. But it was they didn't have expectations to be one of the best teams in Europe. They all of a sudden kind of just rose to the top.
Signed him.
Yeah, I think that's exactly why they signed him. I remember when they signed him, I was like, oh, that's a good deal. I mean, AC Milan's not really playing that well, but the team name is still big. It's not Barcelona, but he shouldn't have went to fucking Barcelona in the first place. Then AC Milan just got really good. They got really good, man. I don't know what to say. I mean, they were way too good for him to play. Way too good for him to be playing. I'm just looking. Serie A. Verona? Huh? Take a flyer out? Torino, maybe?
I don't think that his level of being lost in space makes Cameron Carter-Vickers look like Virgil van Dijk.
So he needs to go to what? Netherlands? Scotland?
I tell you what, the other problem that they don't fuck with in Italy, losing the ball in the build-up phase.
Yeah.
You cannot fucking do that shit in Italy, dude. He takes way too many risks in build-up and doesn't realize you have to be in the final third to do those things.
You know where he'd be perfect?
A USL team?
No, Liga MX.
Huh?
Liga MX.
Yeah, he would be good in the Mexico.
He'd be fucking perfect in Mexico. He'd be so good in Mexico, bro.
That's the Tigres confirmed.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like, if he went to Club America, and they're struggling. They've been struggling for a little bit. They got all the money, but they're struggling. He'd be a beast. That league, they just back and forth like a basketball game.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I still would rather go back to the MLS, get a big bet.
The MLS is slow, bro. Some of those teams play so slow. Like, I don't know if he'd work there. His problem is the impatience. He doesn't like slow buildup. Like, I notice that shit sometimes because when he was playing the
problem is he doesn't have the quality to play through tight spaces on the counterattack.
I've seen him do it.
A place.
I've seen him do it. I got you. I feel you. I've seen him do it. But like my thing is like you can watch in games. I can tell when he's about to do some stupid shit. Like if we don't have the ball for a while, he has to play defense. When we get the ball, we're just
this guy at midfield for no reason. Do it.
Yeah. He's just like, all right, let's do a 1-2. I'm gone. And then he fucking passes it to the other team. He's like, hey, where's the 2 at? I did the 1. Now he's at fucking half field like a dumbass. Anyways, mystery. Let's move on.
Take some time to figure out it for him.
Yeah.
Is there an opening on AFC Richmond?
He's too good for any of that shit, man.
And the last dude who's too good for all of this shit, Folarin Balogun. He says, I don't want to fucking go on loan anymore. His contract is up after a year. Arsenal, I don't know why they wouldn't just fucking play him in the first team. He's better than Gabriel Jesus. They're like, no, we're going to sell him. So, where's Balogun go? Where would be a good home for him?
I'm going to let you get into that one. I don't really know him that well. You know him way more than I do.
I think he'd be fine at Arsenal if they let him stay. But for some reason, I don't know if it's those USA. They're just like, no.
Yeah.
You burnt these bridges.
If that's not an option.
If that's not an option, I wouldn't hate Manchester United.
That's a lot of guys, though.
Who started him over at Manchester United?
Well, the thing is, it depends on what they do position-wise with certain guys. Because, like, Rashford can play striker, Martial can play striker, not Anthony. What's the dude? They signed some guy. I don't remember who it is, but they have a striker or whatever.
What about Inter Milan, who watched missed point-blank chances in the 6-yard box in the Champions League final?
I told you about that Dzeko shit. They started fucking Dzeko. That's the fucking problem.
The problem is they didn't finish with Dzeko. They put Lukaku in. Even Guardiola goes, the only reason I won a Champions League is their striker missed a chance from 5 yards out.
No.
He said that.
No. I watched the game. He didn't do anything wrong.
What?
He played fine. Dzeko did nothing. I don't care.
Lukaku missed a fucking sitter, bro, to change the game. Wide open.
Nah. I don't believe it. Black men don't cheat.
Don't take fucking Guardiola's joint on it.
He's a bad coach. He just won his second Champions League after a fucking 15-year spout of difference. Like, stop it. He can only coach the best teams in the world. I don't know what else he can do. Let me see him coach Sunderland. Can he bring Sunderland back to the Premier League? Probably not.
Right. Can he do what Roy Hodgson does?
Hey, FC Miami, they had a great team in fucking 1999.
Yeah.
Yo, look.
Dude,
Balogun,
what about Bayern Munich?
I don't know how good Balogun is, dude. I've only seen him play in 2 fucking games in the CONCACAF Nation Leagues. He scored a goal versus who did we score a goal against? Mexico?
No, Canada.
We scored it versus Canada?
Yep.
Whoop-de fucking do. I don't know how good he is. Is he better than Gabriel Jesus? I don't know.
I think so.
Bro, Arsenal is not that bad at scouting. They got some good-ass fucking players that they scouted and bought, and they sell players for a lot of money. For some reason, they don't want the kid. I don't know. Does he not fit? Can he not play defense? Gabriel Jesus is not a striker. He's a defender that scores goals. So maybe he just doesn't fit their system. I'm not sure. If he's better than Jesus, he should stay.
I think he's better than Jesus, dude. I would rather
for some reason they don't think so.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is
he better than Isaac? Is he better than Isaac at Newcastle? Isaac is good.
He's very different. I'd like his link-up play better. His finishing is maybe on par. I don't think he creates as much for others or is an aerial threat.
Oh, should he do the shitty league thing? Should he do it?
Nah, I don't think so. He did it. He played in France. He was like the second top scorer in the whole France league behind the other guy that Arsenal didn't want. Who used to play for them, the black dude. He used to play for Lyon.
Oh. Aubameyang?
No. Fuck. I can't remember.
Oh, and shit.
You know what I'm talking about.
Payet?
Nope.
Striker. Is a striker?
Yep.
I have no idea.
Where
should Balogun go, bro?
Alright, I'm about to look it up. This is driving me crazy.
The French leading scores. So Balogun, where did Balogun play?
Alexandre Lacazette.
Oh, he's old. I didn't even think about that. I thought Lacazette was playing for Arsenal, so he got loaned out as well, or they
sent him back.
Huh? Interesting. Lacazette's really good though. I got no hate on Lacazette. He's an absolute monster.
Yeah, this motherfucker had 21 goals, dude.
Who was he playing
37 games playing for Lille. Talking about Balogun.
Why doesn't he stay there? Does Lille not want him?
He's like, this shit is easy. He's like, I came to France, and Lacazette, he was like, you know you're making progress in your career if you hit 10 goals in the league. That should be your target. 10 goals in the league. He's like, great, 21. I scored 21. I'm out of here.
So he just thinks he's a lot better. Don't just go somewhere just to go somewhere. That's the downfall of a lot of players that are on the rise. They fuck themselves. They always fuck themselves by trying to prove themselves and go somewhere where they're not gonna, be guaranteed to play a lot of games. Like, go where you're wanted, dude. Just go where you're wanted, bro. I don't have any other advice besides that. Go where you want it or you can get time. That's it.
Fair enough, man. I'm out of lists. I'm out of players.
You don't know where he's going to go?
I don't know where he's going to go, bro. I'm so bamboozled about him. I thought he was going to stay at Arsenal and fucking start. And I'm like, what? Huh?
There's still a lot of time. There's all of July and most of August left for them to maybe work it out or see where he needs to go. So there's time. They can't just look at Gabriel Jesus and be like, that's our guy for the season. Arsenal legitimately has a good team. And honestly, bro, their biggest problem was squad depth. Why not keep Balogun? That's more squad depth. He's going to end up, if he is who he is. And to be honest, if a dude scores 21 goals in the French league, regardless if we think if the French league is the fourth best league or fifth or whatever you want to think about it, why don't y'all go to Sunday League and see if you can score 21 goals in the league. All right? That shit ain't easy. So he's good. I got to give him that. He scored 21 goals in the professional league. He's a good fucking striker. I agree with him. I think if Arsenal can kind of work it out, maybe this can be a contract year for the kid.
Maybe. I think that's the best move, is to not move. You know what I mean?
Arsenal's good.
Don't agree to a transfer. Force your way to be like, I want to fucking stay. Do the Ansu Fati. I'm going to earn my place. I refuse to leave. One of these guys is going to get fucking hurt at some point, or your depth is going to allow you a chance, and then show what you can do.
Because honestly, deep analysis here, if I'm looking around, I'm looking at guys that can wheel and deal the ball. Odegaard is one of the best passers of the ball. I might want to stay there. Give me some fucking goals. All right?
Yeah. Get you some easy chances. And he finishes easy chances. He's not a Gabriel Jesus.
No. Odegaard's a fantastic passer, bro. I'm not saying he's like Czech Fabregas or anything, but he can pass the ball. So I'd like to stay there. You think he's better than Czech Fabregas at passing? 20 assists in one season.
I think he's better in the final third than Fabregas and worse in build-up.
Gotcha. I can see that. He's definitely an up and down guy, opposed to
and he can shoot from distance. Fabregas couldn't really shoot like that.
I was just talking about passing.
Yeah,
you're doing some other shit. I'm talking about for Balogun, not just is Odegaard better than Fabregas? Come on, man, don't get off topic.
All right, dude.
Yeah,
I
man,
think
that's
we're at the end of the list, dude. U.S. half the goddamn squad is on the move this summer. This is going to be
The
huge
boys.
in terms of like setting their careers on the right path to be successful for the World Cup. The last thing
It's
you
a
want
big
to do
summer.
is pull a Pulisic and go to a fucking team where you're not going to play, and then you show up at the World Cup like, I played 35 games in 3 seasons. I'm ready.
Yeah. It's a big season. It's a big summer. Good luck, boys. Oh, I'd like to say
R.I.P.
What?
Mexico.
you're the third best team in CONCACAF.
Yeah.
Hey, keep go ahead.
I was like, that's why there's bones all over this shit. Because they fucking died, son. Those days are over. They're 12 feet under.
You boys keep doing that Puto chant. Hey, but they beat Honduras 4-0 in the Gold Cup group game, the first game. So, like, they might get it back. If you guys lose, bro, do not do the chant. I want to see you guys lose in the World Cup. Don't be allowed to be in the World Cup. Or do. I don't care. Bring a game to Charlotte. Bring a game to DC.
Right, fuck it. It'll just be more games in America.
Yeah, they're not going to be like, oh, let's just put some of these games that could be in Mexico and Canada. No, they're going to bring them back to where they're supposed to be. America, baby. Bring it to Charlotte. Bring it to Raleigh. We don't have a soccer field. Bring it to DC. They ain't got shit. DC, y'all fucked up. Not having a game in the nation's capital for the World Cup is crazy. And I know they weren't even a part of the bid, but it's just like, bro, it's the capital of America, bro.
And we probably have a game in Columbus.
Yeah, there's like games everywhere, but nah, I don't think Columbus got it. It was mostly big cities, except for I think it was mostly big cities. I don't think it's smaller.
Except for Atlanta. All right, guys. It's been another great episode of Kicking It with the HLS Pod. We're going to have a bit of a longer break, a week, until our next episode comes out. Terry is going off on vacation. Trying to get darker. We'll see what he looks like when he gets back.
You're going to be able to see me.
I promise I'll be the same 2% complexion that I've always been.
Yeah, guys. Great episode. Until then, peace out, North Carolina. Continue to stand up.
Thank you for listening to our podcast this evening. Thank you. You're far too kind.